So I'm doing a little post-jump documentary. I told everybody this building that I'm in, oddly enough, it has a star on it. The building was split in half. They put metal brackets on the corners, on all four corners, and they pulled it back together. And then they jacked it all up and they set it on a rock foundation so they could keep the building. Oddly enough, this little like garden oasis in the middle of the desert, right here where I put my foot, right there, it says June 1937. And the letter J, the hook of the J makes a W. So to skydive into a place in the desert that's like a little oasis, like the Garden of Eden, and let me frame myself up right under those. I'm the Knights of Neek. Neek. Anyway, you know, for all this to manifest like this, considering all the other stuff that the Lord's had me do, is just absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And the spiritual representation of the whole thing is just staggering. It's not almost believable. With the Royal Enfield motorcycle, Royal Enfield, like we are the Royal Enfield. We're like Zion, the Royal Enfield. Everything else is out. So if you read Revelation 22, and then, you know, they're permitted to enter into the city like the Royal Enfield. There's a Royal Enfield bike that's got a crown on it. It's a mirror reflection. There's 1937 right there on the ground, right there. Like the commercial progressive 1937 Lessons Desire, in a little situation like a little Garden of Eden. It's just not even possible. It's so far beyond my brain. And then the two rocks that were separate, that were the same rock, split in half, and the Lord told me to put them back together. And then I came back to this room and I opened my Bible to Ephesians 2. He'll make one new man from the two. Impossible. Document, I'm going to pick up the LZ, which is way beyond that big tree. But I want to document something. I want y'all to look down for a sec. Look at all these. Look at the rocks. Look at all these rocks. This is nothing but rocks. Can you imagine, out of all these rocks, looking down and seeing two rocks that were black and hearing the Lord say, pick them up, and picking them up, and what you picked up was a rock that had been split in half, the size of a 50-cent piece. That's impossible. But it happened. How bizarre is this? I'm here to pick up the LZ, and look at this. One half is completely clean. The other half is completely dirty. And look at the dirt, how it's concentrated to the part of the one triangle. Like look at the triangle on that half. It's you can see the triangle, it's all dirt. And then right down the middle, straight in the middle of the X is a line, and then the other half is clean. That's just crazy. It's par for the course. Okay, now look, straight down the middle. Look at that. In the dead center, right down the middle is where the water from a rain, I guess, that happened. Now let me show you this. On this side that's all clean, the red triangle that's all clean, look. The stream is running now. Water is running. This water was not running. Past several days I've come down here, you'll see in the videos, there's no water running. I'll make streams in the desert, pools out of dry ground, rivers out of dry ground, and it's running. It's literally running. It's moving. That's insane. I think this is absolutely insane. That half, that triangle's filthy dirty. The water came straight down the middle, literally in the very center of the X. But on this side where the red triangle's clean, this is where the stream is running now. The stream is literally running now. This is mind-boggling. Glory to God. Oh, glory to God. Look at that. That's just insane. Unbelievable.